Hey, it's Brian with the Midnight Mechanic. Today we're going to show you how to replace the front struts in your Toyota Camry. Now, this is our 2005 Toyota Camry that we're doing for our $500 challenge. If you don't know what that is, check our other videos out. I think you're going to like it. But on this car, it was hit in the front, obviously, and it bent the strut. There's no other damage other than the strut, so it's going to be replaced exactly the same as it would if it was just a factory one that needed replacement. So we're going to show you how to do it. It is very, very easy. So first we're going to show you exactly what needs to come off. As you can see, our strut is bent. These two nuts need to come off. This bolt here for your brake line bracket. Over here, your sway bar end link. And then up on top, the three upper strut nuts. Before we do anything, we're going to go ahead and put a jack under the lower control arm to keep that spindle from falling down after we remove the strut. If you remove this strut, this will fall forward all the way down and it could stretch out your brake line, so you want to go ahead and get that supported. We're going to remove this nut on this sway bar end link. It's a 17 millimeter and we're just going to buzz it off with the impact. Push it out, move it to the side. Now we're going to remove this bracket here for the brake line and wheel speed sensor. It's a 12 millimeter. Set this to the side because the bracket on the new strut is going to have it. So we're just going to put this over to the side. Now we're going to want to remove these bolts. It is a 22 millimeter and we're going to hit it with the impact again. Once those are off, we can go ahead and remove the bolts for it. You may need to jack it up just a little bit to try and take some pressure off. Now we can come to the top and remove these three with a 14 millimeter. So now we're going to go and we're going to come down and remove this strut. I'm going to lower the jack just a little bit while still keeping pressure. Since ours is bent, I might need to use a pry bar to get it off. If you have a factory one, it might come off a lot easier. Also be careful you don't hit your fender. Obviously, I don't care. Be careful of the boot here. You don't want to mess up that boot. So lower it just enough to be able to get it out. To get your new strut in here, what we normally do is take it and put it up in the mount first and put some nuts on hand tight to keep it hanging. That way you can kind of manipulate it without too much weight being on it. Now that you have it hanging loose, you can go ahead and slide your strut onto the mount. If you need to jack it up, lower it down a little bit, you can do that to line the holes up. Put your nuts back on it here. You can move on to installing that 12mm bolt that you took out earlier. And your sway bar end link. Probably going to need to jack it up to get that to line up properly. Last, make sure that all your wiring is put back where it belongs so it's not rubbing up against anything. Now you can move up top to go ahead and tighten those down. Sometimes the new nuts have a different size. In this case, they're 15mm. So as you can see, even with ours being damaged, it was still very easy to do. Once you get it all done, go ahead and put your tire back on, take it for a ride, see if you fix the problem. Hopefully there's nothing else damaged from the accident in here and we fixed the problem, but so far I think we're going to be good. If you want to see what else we're doing to this car, don't forget to check out our $500 challenge on our channel. If there's anything else you'd like to learn about, any other tools you'd like to see, post down below in the comments. Don't forget to follow us on Instagram and Facebook at The Midnight Mech, TikTok at The Midnight Mechanic. We'll see you guys next time.